Synthetic versus organic fertilizers. When I first started growing citrus in containers, I was introduced to Foliage Pro, Osmocote Plus, Miracle Grow. Those are just some types of synthetic fertilizers that I used. At that time, I didn't know anything about, synthetic versus organic, or even pretty much grow anything in a container. So I took people's words for it. So when I first started, I might as well have opened up a citrus hospital. This is what synthetic fertilizers do. For example, let's say I have two trees in the same size pot, but one tree is much bigger than the other. You would think it would take the same amount of fertilizer. No, that's not the case. The one that got affected faster was the smaller tree, even though it was in the same container as the other one. What synthetic fertilizers do, they cause an imbalance in the microbial community within the soil. Basically, the roots tell the microbes, hey, we don't need you. We got this readily available food, that we can give our tree right away. So what happens to the microbes in the soil? They become lazy. They don't multiply as fast as they used to. They don't break that organic matter into nutrients as fast as they used to. So, like I said, the microbes become lazy, and that's when we start with the deficiencies. Why? Because the synthetic fertilizers mess with the pH in the soil. They can stunt the growth in your tree by locking up the nutrients, by locking up the roots and sending up nutrients up. Much other deficiencies, guys, like, not having enough iron, not having enough nitrogen. So basically, I had to diagnose. At that time, I had only about 20 trees. So imagine having a different diagnose for each tree, and then having, another chemical to treat that deficiency. It was a never-ending story until I got introduced to Dr. Manny's Magic Microbial Mix, an organic fertilizer, but not just any organic fertilizer. A fertilizer that has microbes that can break down organic matter so that the trees have the exact nutrients that they need. Now, I know Dr. Manny's Magic Microbial says 204. What you have to understand is that, yes, that's exactly what you're putting into your mix, 204. But you need to understand that those microbes, once they work their magic, it's a whole different level of NPK. That's where people make the mistake and say, oh, it's snake oil. Oh, it doesn't have the right macro or micronutrients. Guys, whenever you hear someone saying that on something that they haven't tried, you don't need to walk away. You need to run away from them. I know what I'm telling you. If you can find an organic fertilizer like Dr. Manny's Magic Microbial Mix that'll break down organic matter and have the food for the tree that is readily available, that's a winner. Look at this, guys. All these, before I had to diagnose each single one with a different thing, different deficiency. Dr. Manny's Magic Microbial Mix was released this year. I get it. Not a lot of people know about it. I only knew about it because I shop at US Citrus all the time. So that's why I started this group, this YouTube channel, in order to try and get other people to see the difference between synthetic versus organic fertilizers. And I mean organic fertilizers, especially those that have microbes in them that can break down organic matter and have them readily available for the trees. Just real quick, here's the Mineola Tangelo. All this new growth right there. Tell me any other fertilizer that can give you the same. Not only just new growth, but give you a healthy and resilient tree. Synthetic fertilizers do nothing for you. Do nothing for the soil, do nothing for the tree. Yes, they feed it, that's about it. But the tree will be struggling and sending those stress signals. And you'll have an infestation, either of scale, psyllids, whatnot. And that's where your tree starts to decline as well. All right, folks, as just a little rant on my take of synthetic versus organic fertilizers. Any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comment. I'll try to answer them.